Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. So we're going to be doing a sketch, and this one is this reverse confetti? Yes, and it's number 16. So this one does not have the measurements, but I'm going to tell you the stripes, there's two strips. I made 1 inch. The square that you see there, I think I wound up doing it 2 by 3.5. And then the circle, well, you'll see as we go. So I did this card as a part of our weekend color challenge, which was different shades of yellow with different shades of gray. So I decided that I wanted to cut the oval out of this rectangle and have that be the focal image on one of the cards. So this part here, for the background, I measured at 4 by 5 1/4, and the black mat is going to be at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it just gives a little bit of border going around. I took some glitter paper that we had gotten in, I forget which kit it was. I think it was May. Um, it was either May or June. It might have been June's kit. And like I said, I cut that at 1 inch by 4 1/8, so it would go the full length um, of the mat. And then I'm just putting those side by side. And then any little bits that hang off, we just trim them off. And then we're going to do the same thing with the second one. And I get asked that a lot. Why do you use both the ATG and the wet glue? And for me, I like using the wet glue with it only because if by chance I put it down and it's not straight or I don't like it, then I can potentially pull it up in time before it's down and unmovable. So that's usually why I like to do that. And sometimes I find if you're doing too many layers, the ATG tape just needs a little bit of help, because there's nothing worse than seeing somebody or going to visit someone and they have your card out and parts of it is falling off or pulling apart. Oh my God, I can't. I don't. That does not make me happy. So for the focal, I guess it would be the pattern paper from uh, the kit that, not kit, the Kaisercraft Golden Grove. We got this last year. Actually, last year in August. um, I decided to put some foam tape behind it. Foam tape. This is actually fun foam and it has adhesive on it. So the white part that you see sticking up is the actual adhesive part. And so I just glued it down to the back and then took the adhesive strips off so that way it would stick to, you know, the project. And then anywhere where it was hanging off, you're going to see here I'm trimming down some more foam so that way it would be nice and even. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, take the adhesive back off, and place it underneath so that way it's nice and uh, evenly spaced. And then same thing on this one. I like to put the tape and glue down on the paper and then put foam, the fun foam on top of that, and then just add it to the front with the adhesive. And for the sentiment part, I'm going to put a little square of the fun foam and then the ATG tape with a little bit of glue on the side that's going to go up against the actual pattern there. And then we're just going to add a few pieces of foam to our circle, which came out of the 6.5 by 6.5 pad for the Golden Grove. Golden Grove. That's one of the best parts about Kaisercraft papers, especially their 6.5 by 6.5 pads. You get sentiments, you get decorative pieces all in the back, and they really do work great with these sketches that we do. And then we're going to go ahead and attach them to the card base. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab the gold enamel dots from the kit from July. I was like, I can use them both and it'll just be another layer of that kind of orangey color. And I just put a little bit of glue down so that way it just helps them to adhere, because they are sticky backed, but I find sometimes if you don't put them in the right storage, you'll find like enamel dots missing, and the little bit of the art glitter glue just helps. And I'm just using the everything tool to kind of like help me place it on, especially some of the smaller ones, because it's really hard for those. And then I'm just going to do two little small ones, well, the medium one, and then the smaller on the actual sentiment on this card. And then they're done. Simple, yet really pretty. And one says thank you, and the other is thinking of you. And I love that. The gray with the yellow. It's such a great color combination, really and truly. And that's what I like about the weekend challenges, because it makes you step outside the box. Sometimes it's colors that you're comfortable with, sometimes they're not, but it's just a way to get the creativity flowing. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the very end, I will have links to previous Friday sketch videos. And if you do go to www.scrapbookingwithme.com and you decide to purchase, at the checkout, type in for coupon code TT15 to get an additional 15% off. So that's TT15. Thank you guys again, and I hope you have a great weekend.